Hello, hello. It's Thunderstorm, the Thunder Trader. Right. So I'm talking about dream killers today, and this is very important because I was talking with someone, and I I was reflecting on a few things. Most of us we come into forex trading and we tell people about forex trading, and they kill our dreams. But I want you to be mindful of whom you tell about your forex trading. I mean, not everybody gets to see the precious gold gem you found on the path of forex trading, most especially when they realize that you've been blowing accounts. I just remember this morning why planning to do this podcast actually was that I've recorded these podcasts before now. I realized that the audio was bad. I had to delete it and I'm re-recording it again. So during the first record, I remembered on spot how that there was something ICT himself said. That was Michael Hudson. I'm correct. He said there was a time in his journey where he was learning forex, and this auntie was like, "You're always blowing up this account you get." So he did, but most people would have dropped at those stage because of discouragement from or negative words from people around. And it does not mean they are bad; they are innocent people, but they would have just dropped. And most of you are in that phase. You're just telling everybody, "I'm into forex." Not everybody needs to know you're into forex. Some people just need to wait until your baby is born, until your idea is conceived and delivered, you know, and put to bed before people in reality. You understand? So there are three major things that can kill you. People around you who don't see what you are seeing, and when they speak words and you take their suggestions, it can divert your attention, your focus, and end your dream early on spots. Another second thing that could discourage you is the fact that even you yourself, you're making failures, you're not making progress in your forex journey, and thoughts keep on coming to your head. Can I be good at this? Can I ever get better at this? Now you have to understand that the reason why you're probably failing or blowing accounts or not making progress, it may be because you're not maybe because of the fact that you are missing an ingredient in your forex journey. Okay, you are probably missing an ingredient in your forex trading journey, and until you get the ingredients, until you get it right on spot, until it clicks, you don't want to stop. Until it clicks, that is when you finally get your freedom and you begin to soar high in forex trading. Do you understand? Another thought thing that could actually discourage you is when you see um even other people who people who actually was once were once forex traders, and today they are no longer forex traders. I will explain something. um I know a person who used to trade forex back then. Okay, I don't want to mention the location and the name, but I know a person who used to trade forex back then. I don't know how legit it was. I don't know how truthful it was, because I know there are some people who do, is it hanky panky? How do you call it? Is it hanky panky or pranky hanky? I don't know how it's used, but for lack of words, some people live a kind of life that is not what it really is. So if he was truly a forex trader, I never knew. But today he doesn't trade forex based on what I knew last. You get, and people all around me were like, you can see he was trading forex. He's no longer into forex. Now he's into software dev. He was into forex. He's no longer into forex, and now he's into software dev. Can you see that forex is not a thing? I had people saying that all around me, but I was like, there were two things I understood. If he's really a forex trader and he's not trading now, it doesn't mean that that's the end. Maybe later on he could resurface, you get. And but if he was maybe forming a life that was not really what it is, it's left to him. So that's one thought thing that can actually discourage you. You know, people that were forex traders once in time, and today they are no longer traders. Maybe due to some discouragement in their life, or maybe due to the fact that they were living a fake life, and you begin to feel like, oh, this thing is not really what it seems to be. So now I want you to understand that you need to preserve your dream. Tell your dream, share your dream to people who needs to hear it. They don't necessarily have to be forex traders. I mean, you could have a group of friends who are not necessarily forex traders, but they are supporting you emotionally, maybe financially, maybe socially, maybe also intellectually, and possibly also spiritually, to give you the strength, because they see a dream you have and they want to show that you are the king that rises up to the mountain with whom the world comes to. I don't know that my grammar is correct. Pardon me. So that's the point I want to just lay out here. So I'm not taking much of your time this day. I just want you to know that avoid dream killers, avoid dream killers. Everything. Yeah, okay, yeah. I almost forgot to say this. I said this in the first podcast, which I deleted some minutes ago. Now I want to say this. Do you know that? Okay, I want to say this. How do I say this? Now, look, I want you to understand that your investment in learning forex is not just for yourself alone. It's for the world, and even not just for the world per se. Forget about it. It's for the world. It's for you personally and your children's children. Because think about it. You get to learn this thing, you get to get good at it, then your children, you pass it down to your children, the knowledge, right? Then your children passes it down to their children. I mean, that is what we call generational wealth. Come to think about it. So you're learning forex today, you're putting your all to it today, is not actually just for you. You are building for your life, you're building for your children's future, you're building for your children's future, you are building for their destiny. Let me just put it that way. And I will say this because I'm a spiritual guy. I revolve around the Christian faith, metaphysics, quantum science. Okay, I study physics in the University of Ibadan, Nigeria. Okay, so now as someone who is a metaphysical person who has spiritual understanding, there is something I'm aware about. I'm aware of the fact that when you have a form of information today with you, it doesn't just stay in your memory, it also resides in your DNA. You may not really understand this, and probably because you've not really come to it actually. There are some people who know about this, okay, and they are exploiting it. I don't know how to exploit it, but if I knew how to exploit it, I would definitely do that. Now I want you to understand that down the line, maybe after a century or 3,000 centuries, I don't know, maybe when science has evolved and science is able to catch up with spirituality, you understand? Um, I want to understand the possibility that your children, like your kid, this, you know the whole thing. Right? Down the line, they may get to tap into their DNA structure and find traces of these things you're learning today, and they may somehow resonate with it. Yes, you may not be there to teach them, but in their genetical structure, the information you have today is right. I mean, the information of your ancestors, your great grandpa, your great grandma, there are certain experiences they had, which is in your DNA, but you're not aware. The same applies to me. And if I know how to exploit it, I will exploit it. So I'm just saying this to make you understand that whatever you are learning now today, whatever experiences you have right now today, choose the best experiences. Do not kill your dream. Keep your dream burning alive. And the way you maintain your dream, I told you, have the right people around you. Tell your dream to the right people who will spoil you and encourage you. Then ensure that you are learning from the right source. Don't learn from the wrong source. Learn forex trading from the right source, from the right people who will teach you easily, not people that will make your learning journey way harder than it ought to be. All right, so I will end there. Thanks so much. I want to like this channel, share this channel to your friends, subscribe. Also, drop a comment, leave a like button, make suggestions on the channel. Maybe you want me to explain something, I don't mind. I'll explain. And if you want to come online on the podcast, if you want to share a story as a forex trader, you can leave a comment or reach out to me on WhatsApp, and I will engage you in a live podcast and have you on board. Thanks.